Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the Math 7 and 8 YouTube channel. So thank you to all my new subscribers and to everybody else who's using this. I hope it helps. So here we go. Here are some problems from class today that I posted on the Instagram site, just titled Extra Practice, and I wanted to go through it. So as always, I recommend you try on your own first, so you can pause whenever. But here are the solutions in case you need them. So when we look at number 1, the very first step is to identify where the variable is, and then to work our way to isolating it. So right away, the opposite of subtracting 15 is adding 15. And always, whatever we do to one side of the equal sign, we do to the other. And so what we're left with here is bring down everything. X divided by 6 is now equal to, well, negative 24 plus 15 is negative 9. And if this is x divided by 6, the opposite of dividing by 6 is to multiply by 6 on both sides. And you can see on this side I write it as 6 over 1 because x over 6 is its own fraction. So we can see we're going to get 6 in the numerator and in the denominator, which really just leaves us with 1x is equal to negative 54. So there you go, one problem down. I'm going to go right into the next problem and actually just talk a little bit less. But here we go, we're going to distribute. Well, multiplying by a half is always the same as dividing by 2. So half of 25 is 12 and 5/10 x. And half of 5, or dividing 5 into 2 equal groups, is 2 and 5/10. And then I'll rewrite the rest of the problem. Thank you also to students who told me that simple thing, if I turn the camera, I'll get a much better view. So hopefully you can see this. That's a 4, by the way. Excuse my bad handwriting. So at this point, we got like terms. They have like terms have the exact same variable raised to the same power. So 12.5 x's, take away 2.5 of those x's, leaves me with 10x. And I'll rewrite everything, hopefully writing the 4 a bit more legibly. And from here we will add the 2 and 5/10. And be really careful with your integer operations here. Negative 142.5. Imagine yourself being down negative 142.5 feet. If you come up 2.5 more feet, you're coming closer to 0. And so you're actually at negative 140 divided by 10. We get a nice answer here of negative 14. Be really careful with your signs. Remember that negative divided by a positive gives me a negative answer. And then the last one, 2/5 of 35x. I'll come over here and show my work. 2/5 of 35 can express as a whole number. And I'm actually going to show you a little bit. So when I simplify diagonally, so I have a couple things. I'll do it the traditional way first. 2 times the 35 is 70x over 5, and 70 divided by 5 is 14x. Or I could have simplified at the very beginning. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 35 divided by 5 is 7. And you can see that 2 times the 7 would also give me 14x. Either way, just something to keep in mind. We'll get 14x. And then I must also, I should have shown this from the very start, but distribute to both terms. So I have 2/5 times the 11. Which gives me, sorry, my camera's a mess there, 22 over 5. And 22 divided by 5 is 4 and 2/5, or 4 and 4/10. Rewrite the rest of the problem. And let's see, so we could immediately start to use zero pairs on both sides of the equal sign. So I could add 4.4 to both sides, or I could add 7.6, but I'm going to go over combining like terms because it's something I think we need to get better at. So in this case, my like terms are the constants, the ones that don't have an x. And negative 4 and 4/10 take away another 7 and 6/10 actually takes me all the way down to negative 12. At this point, I add 12 to both sides. 14x is equal to 112, and I will divide both by 14, and x is equal to positive 8. And so, of course, it's always a good idea to check the answers, so you could plug 8 back into your equation, and you would see it works. So there you go. I hope that helps. Please, please, please use this, and I look forward to the great scores on tomorrow's quiz. All right. Take care, everybody.